Hello, it's Douglas Maddy from Topical Steroid Addiction, and today I'm going to be talking about food and drink and its relationship to eczema and topical steroid addiction. There are two different conditions, eczema and topical steroid addiction. So it's important to draw a distinction between the two. I'm first going to start talking about eczema. What seems to be happening is that as babies move from breast milk to powdered milk and start eating food, children are having a reaction to the milk and eggs that are in the diet. It predominantly seems to be an issue with eggs. Now, there's a few things that make this problem even worse. One is that milk and egg are hidden in all sorts of food and drinks where it may not be apparent or obvious. Two is that these reactions may not even show up on conventional allergy tests. Three is that there is consistent propaganda about nutrition to sell the latest diet or product. So even the most loving and conscientious parent can be easily lost and confused when it comes to food. I'm now going to observe some of the quotes that have been made in the literature. 26 children with atopic dermatitis and markedly elevated serum IgE concentrations were evaluated for clinical evidence of hypersensitivity to foods with double-blind placebo-controlled food challenges. In this study, egg was by far the most common offending food. By omitting eggs, meat and milk from the diet, the eczema improved. We selected a diet excluding eggs and cow's milk because we believe that these two foods were likely to be the most important dietary allergens in atopic eczema. Chicken and beef were also excluded because they have proteins in common with egg and milk. We conclude that this antigen avoidance diet will induce a clinical improvement in many children with atopic eczema. There was no correlation between a positive prick test to egg and cow's milk antigen and response to the trial diet. Either way, they got better regardless. The fact that almost all eggs eaten were in hidden form may explain why so few parents considered their children allergic to eggs. Egg is the most frequent cause of food hypersensitivity in children. In 326 children with atopic dermatitis who were evaluated for food hypersensitivity, egg allergy was documented in 2/3 of the children found to be food sensitive by double-blind placebo-controlled food challenge. Also, as mentioned earlier, the role of cow's milk allergy in increasing the severity of atopic dermatitis. It shows the important role of CM, cow's milk, allergen proteins in the induction and in increasing the severity of AD, atopic dermatitis, in children. Often parents switch from cow's milk to goat's milk in order to attempt to improve the eczema. The major dietary alterations included the exclusion of eggs, dairy products and food additives and the use of soya and goat's milk. But this isn't recommended because they cross-react with each other. We recommend that goat's milk should never be given to children with cow's milk allergy. Switching over to donkey's milk and horse's milk actually improved atopic dermatitis. So if you wish to make a dietary intervention with your eczema, you may wish to remove chicken, beef, egg and milk from your diet and see what happens. It's been known for a while that food and drink can affect the severity of the eczema and make it worse or create improvements. But topical steroid addiction is a completely different diagnosis. To put simply, patients are experiencing side effects from the withdrawal of drug addiction. So another way of looking at it is if you had a heroin addiction and you came off heroin and experienced the withdrawal symptoms, would really changing your diet make much of a difference to the symptoms you experienced? Topical steroid withdrawal is a horrific condition and you can feel very much out of control of your own life. And eating food and drink is one of the few things that we have control over in this life. We get to choose what we put in our mouth. So it kind of empowers us and gives us faith and hope to believe that if simply by changing the diet, we can make the withdrawal better. But it's important to remember that the food is not causing your suffering. the drugs have caused your suffering and the side effects from the drugs have caused your suffering. The recovery process from topical steroid addiction is months to years, and it's very sporadic. It goes from one extreme to the other, and again, this has got nothing to do with the foods that you're eating. It's just to do with the nature of the withdrawal process. Your nerves are damaged and they're healing, and that takes time. However, if you're just looking at improving your overall health, I would recommend a whole food, plant-based diet. Let me just clarify, food is not the reason why you're suffering. But if you eat fruits and vegetables, if you get plenty of sleep, if you drink plenty of water, if you have a little bit of exercise or whatever you can manage, it's going to improve your health overall, and that's going to help you deal with any illness that comes your way in life. I got the references to do with eczema from nutritionfacts.org. If you want to find out more about what you can eat to have a healthier lifestyle, you can go and find out more about Dr. Greger's work. If you believe that you're suffering with topical steroid addiction, diet is not going to get you better. What is going to get you better and make you suffer less is having an understanding, experienced dermatologist like Dr. Marvin Rappaport. I highly recommend you check out his website, Understanding Red Skin Syndrome. Also, if you'd like help with your withdrawal, to get in touch with him for a consultation. Please share this video with anyone that you feel may benefit from this information. And if you found the information in this video useful or helpful, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos.